Okay, so I've done 5 of them. I'm just on my last one, and I wanted to tell you that I found that if I wrap a wet cloth around the end of the plastic bag and hold the calamari down on a board or on the counter if you want, and squeeze that way, it's actually easier to fill them. So that's just a tip that I happen to discover right now, which is a good thing. So this one is now done. And we've got all 6 filled and ready to start making the sauce. And we're going to start with the onions and the garlic, so filling those. A good glug of olive oil. And in goes onion. As well as the garlic. I'm going to take out the onions and the garlic and fry the calamari without them, and then I'll add them as I add the other ingredients for the sauce, okay? As you can see, the onions are just translucent a little bit now. Daqsxejn waħda Simmering. You don't want to cook them right through because they are going to keep on simmering, and you don't want to risk burning them. So I'm going to do that for now. So I'm going to start off with the heads. Like I said before, make sure that, I actually wanted to show you this. Make sure when you remove them that you also remove the eyes of the calamari if your fishmonger hasn't done it yet. So as you can see here, there are no eyes. It's just the tentacles only, okay? Okay, these are hard enough cooking. So I'm gonna just add them to the onions so we'll have room in the frying pan, that's all. The tentacles actually have left a little bit of gravy already, so I expect that the calamari will too. So, calamari vitamin tin. Okay, isang halong meat lew on one side, and we turn them. So let them cook up a little bit on one side, and then we'll keep on turning them until they're actually done. So the calamari are nice and golden. You can see. So I wanted to actually show you the bottom of the frying pan. That's what it looks like, but don't worry about that because that's all good stuff. Once we put the wine and things like that with it, it will just all come up and flavor everything completely. I'll pour a little bit for now just to bring all the juices up. And in the meantime, we can cook the potatoes. So we're going to cook the potatoes ahead a little bit, and then we'll continue to cook them in this sauce, and this will help them get started a little bit. As you can see, I cut my potatoes very small. If you're going to cut them bigger than that, you might want to just give them a parboiling, just a little bit of boiling so that they won't take a long time to cook, okay? So, I am going to start cooking this up a bit. I fry the potatoes up a little bit so they can get started at the same time, not be mushy when cooked in the sauce. So let me just show you. So you can see they're just a little bit golden. They haven't really taken a lot of color. And I'm going to now add back the onions and the calamari. And we're gonna actually turn this into a stew. Just a handful of chopped mint. The tomato paste, I've got 2 tablespoons of tomato paste in here. Oh, there it is. So basically we're gonna try and create a little bit more gravy or sauce for the calamari to keep steaming in. I'm going to add, we've got about 200 grams of frozen peas. Also adding some olives, whole olives. You can cut them up if you want to. I prefer to have them whole in there. So about a cup of olives. When I add the salt and pepper, I also have to be careful not to add too much salt. So pepper's good. Salt, not so much. Just a teeny bit. You can always add salt after, you cannot take it away. Okay. So I just want to show you, it's already taking the shape of a stuffed pot. See that? Now so we add the liquid, will be in better shape. So I have a full glass of wine here, and there's nothing to stop you from adding more wine if you want to. We can check that at the end and cook it up for a few more minutes. Now we can put the calamari in. So sapoġġu calamari kollha hemmhekk u nħalluh jittektek bil-mod. So that's really about 1.5 cups of wine. We are going to bring it to a simmer and let it cook up for about 30 minutes. I will see you again in just a little while after they've finished simmering up a little bit and softening up. So we're now all done. I've dished out the calamari out of the pot, the stew pot, and here you are. I've actually got one of them that was broken, so you can see how it is filled on the inside as well. Okay, that will be all for today. We trust you enjoyed this recipe and that you will get an opportunity to try it. Nisperaw li ikolkom ċans tippruvawa u li tinoġob mill-familja kollha tagħkom. Okay, so until we see you again next time for another recipe from the Maltese kitchen, we bid you goodbye and stay safe. Saha.